Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 3 After the End with me, Alpha by Omega, and Commodore Santiago II of Isla Tortuga. So, in the previous episodes we have ended on what is probably, in my opinion, one of the high notes and most surprising situations in this playthrough yet. So, as you know, we wanted to conquer the islands of Wilhelmstad and Kralendijk eventually, because that one is very heavily defended. But before we could, they signed an alliance between each other after we have conquered the captaincy of Aruba. Now, this whole alliance is predicated on their children, Beatrix Jarzagarai and Juyo van Horn. However, during our preparations to attack these islands and our looting and raiding of these islands, we have managed to capture a large amount of people, and amongst them the Beatrix Jarzagarai that we just mentioned a moment ago. Now, I have went over my options there and back and thought about it, and I think really the best possibility here is to make Beatrix our concubine, because the moment we do that, this huge fella is going to divorce her and break the alliance, at which point we can attack captaincy of Corso, conquer it, and then this lieutenancy of Kralendijk is going to be all alone. So either they will submit to us willingly or we will conquer them in the next couple of years. That actually sounds like an amazing plan, and I cannot find any issue with it. The only issue is that we wasted so much money on preparations for this attack, because I really thought that we would have to fight it over, which I would hate, because, as I mentioned in the previous episode, that the goal of our attack is a castle on top of a mountain, which is on top of an island, which is a nightmarish scenario for any kind of warfare. So, yeah. The fact that we are forgiving and patient just means that once we take this poor woman as a concubine, I am going to try to, if not, well, we can try to seduce her. I will probably not try to romance her and make her my soulmate, but, we're gonna try to make her life as good as possible, because, she doesn't deserve, she's humble, patient, and zealous as well, so we could have pretty good relation together. So let's start with doing that. A lot of people are going to hate us for this, but there really is no other option or any better option. I don't see why we shouldn't do this, actually, because this really seems to be our fate. So what are we slaying our liege? Could I start a romance, seduction, romance? It would be very easy, but it's going to cancel our goal to sway Rendaroing. I mean, let's keep her on the side. We're gonna give this one more shot. I don't think it's gonna happen. We have 20% chance. The fact that she was previously swayed 2 or 3 times is making this almost impossible for us anymore, but we already sank 5 months into it. There's no point in making any more assumptions. Wait, you want me to release Captain Yannick? Is he your son? No. Okay, I'll release him. I don't mind that. So now let's see their alliance break. It should happen relatively quickly. Yes, there we go. This is so easy. Man, the game has made it so easy for me. And we can basically just declare war now. And she has no allies. Nobody's gonna come to help her. And we're gonna take her. So, all according to the plan. Now, this is still going to be a nightmare to attack. I can guarantee that. Even though they have, what, 600 troops, they're probably going to cause us heavy casualties, but We're gonna do our best. And you are still in jail. Wish I could offer a vassal. You would think that the fact that she's in our jail would make her more receptive to the offer of becoming my subject. You know, who would like to die? But greetings. My court is going on a tour and I shall be visiting Tortuga to receive a fine banquet in your castle. The lords and ladies of Hispaniola will render the tithes owed to me. I expect a welcome befitting a wren. Alright, that's gonna be very expensive and very dangerous, so we have to be prepared. So let's finish this war quickly and can appoint a worthy successor. Who can be a successor? Edmond. Alright, well, let's do that. What do I need to unlock via innovation? Dynastic, I guess, higher tiers. Alright, so we need... we are really a backwards nation, aren't we? I'm still worried about the monthly income and the money that we get, though, you know, raiding is going to be fun now that we have so many troops, and we're going to get even more from this island. But we're going to, get over our domain limit, which is going to start causing us some issues, which is the reason why I'm thinking about going for higher stewardship. The issue, however, here, believe it or not, is the fact that even with +2, that increases by 1 and there's no change. The domain limit is still +1. I don't know at what level it changes, but you know, getting more stewardship wouldn't be a bad idea. I was thinking that maybe even switching now to stewardship and going with something like an architect might be a good idea. But or an administrator, maybe meritocracy, large levies. Yeah, I don't know. That screams that we're not gonna finish either. You know, not the stewardship and then not the. But once we finish the gallant, we're definitely going for stewardship. I know that changing this so many times is just a bad idea, but what can I do? Actually, do we want to fight there on our own? Because we could fight her... Yeah, we will win the battle decisively. If I switch you to chivalry, I think I could... Oh, we're preparing... Okay, well then never mind. We're preparing for Luigi's tour, so there's nothing we can do. Alright, I thought that we might, you know, lead this ourselves. So now fingers crossed to see how this is gonna go. Defending in mountains and defensive buildings. Yeah, look at that. Their damage is increased by 105%. Jesus Christ. Imagine how bad it would be if we had to fight an army of 1500 and not 600. We're gonna take probably even bigger casualties than they will. Yeah, more. Even with this amount of troops, we're still taking more routed casualties. It's crazy. Alright, so we'll murder them all. Yeah, they killed 159 of our troops, and we've actually gotten her to jail immediately. Well, that was good. Let's check the details of the champion. This is going really well. We've wounded Alaric. Man, he is a good guy. He's a good guy. And some of these other ones are good too. We didn't kill anyone. Was anyone on our side hurt? No, but you, Bavon, you're melancholic, your promise is 6. Didn't get any kills either. These guys killed 35 men. Jesus. Well, that was really something. But the fact that we actually gotten her in jail means that we can now immediately enforce the demands. And we get the contested title, we gain 20 fame. And that's just it. So be it. Now, you. Can I invite you to court? Yeah, above domain limit. We'll have to look into that. Enemy combatants captured. Would she? No, she will not. Alright, her spouse is Jan Hendrik Farrell. Man, this guy would be a pretty decent steward. We probably didn't get anyone right from this. This bad all. Did we get any courtiers? Oh, I have closed. Damn, I should have seen if I can invite that guy. I forgot. Alright, now let's deal with the rest of the prisoners. Educations are continuing. So, Betico Biker. He's 52. He's not a bad steward, not a bad marshal. You. I could just keep her in jail indefinitely, but I think I'm gonna ransom her. Yeah, she will accept that. Niveau de Sol. Give artifact, torture. No. He has really high promise. Could I recruit you? Yeah, alright. Well, let's get you home. Can I ransom you for 2? 1820 of earning. I think it might be worth more if we convert you. I mean, he already hates us. Rather we cook. Well, still, let's recruit him. What about you, Isolina? Isolina Samsonov. Tribe of Joseph. Is she? Yeah, she's a Jew. Or whatever passes for the Jewish faith right now. While other mentions stress some degree of unique identity of Rastology, the 12 tribes emphasize the Christian and Jewish heritage of the movement. Members call themselves Israelites and break with other Rastas by asserting the Haile Selassie, although an emissary of Yah was not Yah himself. Worship is instead directed to Jesus Christos, or Jesus, and the Bible is encouraged to be read by the faithful every day. Man, these religions made a big leap of faith. So I can... okay, I cannot even ransom you. So let's just... Well, you have to convert if you want to be free. What about you? For a hook. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Demand... Oh, you're not gonna convert, you're zealous. And you're a novice physician, but you're 40. So I don't think you're gonna be useful for anything, but let's just get them. I mean, these people can come to our court if they want. Alright, you guys all agree now. Betico Biker. Who are you? Oh, you're actually a pretty good champion. So how about I recruit you and gain a hook on you. And you will start fighting for me. Logistician. Jesus Christ. Well, she's converting the new province as well. We just cannot keep up. She keeps converting everything. Unless we can get that religious freedom, it's not gonna happen. You take 11 more years to convert Tortuga again. Oh, alright. Now the good news. Fenrir has become a man. Always the clever child, Fenrir proved time and time again over the course of his studies that he had natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. He now knows a lot of ways to get what he wants. Most importantly, he is highly aware of the political implications of those wants. He became an intricate web weaver. Now that's a surprise. I was really hoping that he would get a martial education. I mean, His martial is 13, which is already way more than we do have now. And that's with, you know, the Raider and strategic focus. But still, his stewardship is 7. Alright, so that's pretty much the same as we have. Intrigue is 10, we have 12, but we got the Inga and assistance from spouse and a schemer, so he has a higher skill there. Learning 9, we have 13. Patient forgiving. Okay, so learning, we have higher learning than he does, and diplomacy he has 5 and we have 9, but 2 from spouse. So in most, if not always, he is a better person than we are, and he became wrathful, stubborn, and lustful. Jesus Christ. And charming. Oh, he's gonna marry Princess Marie Denise of Hispaniola, who herself is starting to ship pretty well. Alrighty, well, you are soon going to be given Wilhelmstad to govern. Alright. So what does this do? As a ruler, you can only hold to a limited amount of holdings. The rest should be held by the vassals. You should grant some of the titles and holdings away. Existing vassals can also accept titles. And it doesn't show me the actual penalty here. With your vassals, because there's no penalties here. Alright. So what I plan to do here is I want to increase the control here, and then we are gonna move to improving Wilhelmstad, but it's already being converted, which sucks. Rendarwing is not swayed. Alright, so that means we're gonna just kill this. And we're gonna look at not swaying, but seducing. Beatrix Yarzagaray. It's gonna be fun. That is going to be fun. We can declare wars. Commandant Assau of Lothibonate. Captain Eloina the Leper. I can declare war on you? Conquer Duchy. You gain the contested town. Wow, we could get this one so easily, huh? I was really hoping that... Does she have any allies? Well, okay, first of all, offer vassalage. Would she accept it? No, she would not. In no way will she accept it. Alliance expired with Oscar. He died. Claudia Monio. He was sadistic, fickle, and brave. An adulterer, coffee drinker. Man, at 69, he had a prowess of 26. No, probably old age was taking it away, but Jesus, he was a beast. I think he had a group of troops. Grand Tour, Ren Darwing arrives. Welcome, my Ren, welcome. At last, Ren Darwing's entourage arrives in my gates, visiting Tortuga on her tour of Hispaniola. The party's splendid garb and lofty presentation belly an ambition to awe me. As one of the most powerful vassals of the realm, it is little wonder that she has come calling at my door. I am to host a luxurious dinner fit for a Ren, a chance to show Isla Tortuga's hospitality and furnish her party with beds and entertainment. The only question is, do I open the gates? Welcome. No, we're just gonna pretend like she's not here. What an insult. I think that at that point she'd be... Oh no, she's ill. Prince Gustava. We don't have very good relations with Prince Gustava. That could speak poorly for us. I might want to actually start swaying him as a preparation for him taking over. I mean, she's only 40. Worsen disease symptoms, lunatic and ill. Right, well, that's not great. But we're gonna see. And I'm still thinking we're just gonna go and take that island as well. Just take it for ourselves. Meridianese Petion's learning increased. Board of games. Oh no, board games. Wait. Oh, I guess it's a board game. Okay. Feasts have been coming and going every night since Ren, darling of Espanol, has arrived, and every evening after eating her fill, she disappears off to her room for the evening, leaving me with nothing but my thoughts. Later though, I've been feeling the compulsion to bring out the old chessboard and make a wager with my Ren. What exactly the price would be, I am not yet to decide, but I'm sure we can think of something. Let's play. If you win, we get a weak hook. If she wins, she gets a weak hook on me. Let's hope we can win. My marshal makes me unbeatable. Oh man, we are... Well, marshal would be... We are much better at marshal and intrigue. She's 5 and 6. We have... Yeah, intrigue is gonna be better. You'll never see my moves coming. Darwin takes her seat opposite to me. Our weather game of chess is about to begin, and a competitive grimace tells me exactly how confident my liege is. She goes first, opening with a few well-worn traditional tactics. We're neck and neck, though neither of us is even close to victory. I've studied chess extensively, explains my opponent, and I'm sorry to say that by this point I simply don't think there's any way for you to win. You'll never see my moves coming. Intrigue is countered by learning. Marshal is countered by intrigue. Alright, so my martial mind makes me unbeatable. Let's hope. Our match marches on. Darwin continues with several well-executed adaptive strategies. Naturally, my techniques cunningly foil my opponent. I'm in the lead for now, though neither of us is even close to victory. Grumbles my opponent. Taking a risk like this is going to do you a mischief someday. Well, and I could use learning and hurt the marshal. I've read the entire manual on chess. Our match marches on, Darwin continuing with a few well-worn traditional tactics. Blasted, somehow this woman seems to counter every stratagem I employ. She's starting to win, though neither of us is even close to victory. I've studied chess extensively, explains my opponent, and I'm sorry to say that by this point I simply do not think there's any way for you to win. Marshal again. We both started the final piece. I did it. I have won. Stella Morris has witnessed my triumph today. From the start, I had complete trust that Stella Morris would see me as the victor. There could be no other way. Nothing but the shallow husk of a woman is left of Darwin. She's a lunatic. I would be really careful not to make her mad. Good game. I win the match against Darwin due to my winning score. How does it feel to lose, little woman? We become rivals. I'd love to play again sometime. I win the match against her. It was a bit of stress because I'm forgiving. Diplomacy challenge against her. Your opponent agrees that it was a good game. Oh, we either grow close to winning her over as a friend, or she becomes really mad. Let's take a risk. And we screwed it up. Excellent. Well, we got a weak hook on her still. Wait, what can we... Oh, recreational. There's nothing we can do. The development of Tortuga increased by 10. Alright, thank you for that. Commodore Santiago is the Tortuga. I wonder what the bill is gonna be like. Hosted dinner, return home. People are becoming friends. You're hunchback, right? Yeah, shrewd. And we get a martial lifestyle perk. As of late, Rendaring of Espanol is growing listless with boredom in my presence, often appearing to be on the edge of the waking world. I mean, she's ill, still. A thought comes to me as I watch her idly pushing her food around. She has lived a full life. Perhaps she would be flattered if we were to recreate one of her famous exploits in the form of a play. The only question is, what kind of play would she like? A wordplay, of course. If your reach is insulted. Man, joys of marriage. A tragedy. She was moved by a tragedy. She is generous, temperate, and just. That is a terrible idea. She is generous, temperate. According to Darwin, it's best to enjoy things in moderation. Dude is not an adulterer, right? No. I assume they have really good relations, so joys of marriage? A courteous request. It has come to my attention that Darwin has set her eyes on Clotaire, domestic known for his curious ways. In short, the Wren wishes to relocate him to Wren's court. This is certainly an opportunity to show my benevolence. I hope he will serve her well. Quid pro quo. Oh, sure. You can take him. Oh, she lost an interest in my courtier. But did we improve the relations? We did, alright. So, gave me a courtier, resisted conversion, unfriendly. Come on, we can do this. This episode seems to be one big recording. First time it happened, but this is too important for us, for our future anyway, to ignore. Weeks and months are passing. It's time for Darwin to part, and I must say I feel I have been a magnanimous host. Yes, she got a good opinion of me. She seems entirely satisfied with my performance and has demanded nothing of me but a promise that we may meet again. Excellent. Tutor education Fermin, alright. So she's departing. Traveling in Tortuga. A moment alone. Hello, Beatrix. No one would ever find it strange that I sit with my concubine by the fireplace until late in the evening, yet there is a tension in the air. I want nothing more than to pull her clothes and tear the clothes from her body, but if she knew that, she would be horrified. A hand on her hand would say it all. Basics chance. We are alone and I would not deny myself her lips. Smoldering chemistry. Let's just go hand on hand. I don't want to scare her. The scheme seduction, awkward interactions. I tried to play it off as joke, but she's correctly interpreted my intentions. This should never be. Oh well, that... Wait, did we drop to 7% chance? Oh well, oh that's a bummer. 3rd of April, yeah, she's traveling. Alright, let's leave her be to that. Let's take that martial perk. Friend of fatal casualties, advantage, trait experience gain. Right. All is fair. Many treaties have been written on honorable conduct in war, but those authors' lives weren't on the line when they put pen to paper. Should I want to maximize my chances of winning a battle, it may be worthwhile for me to consider employing some more unorthodox strategies. Practice manipulative tactics. Practice hit and run. Oh, let's try it and become the fool. Can't wait for that. Beneath those layers. How should I approach Beatrix? She seems like a reserved individual who prefers silence as a companion. At least that's how she appeared on the surface. Is she meek and submissive, or perhaps passionate and fiery? I'll find out once I have breached her stone exterior. As gallant and charming as possible. She is humble. Approach it tenderly. Budding interest. I'll just wait for the right opportunity. As charming as possible. Let's try tenderly. Successful deception. Nice. Alright, well. For once we've done pretty good. Hey, good. You get mowed by seduction, attempt, and budding interest. Alright, well, it's working a little bit. I'd like to get to know you better. Minus 15, plus 15. Alright, so we're back to base. We'll see how it's gonna go. In the meantime, we really should consider the attack on this area. I want to finish the complete... Actually, that's the question. Do we... I think we want this one. I don't think we want this island that much, because this one is better. It has natural harbor, simple earthworks, fishing net. Yeah, alright, so what we're gonna do here is I'm actually gonna... I didn't realize that the island is so much better. So we're actually gonna increase control in that area. And how about the last one? That one is not bad. She has coffee and stuff like that, but... Actually, my heir... Yeah, you have 7, so the main limit is +1 as well. Can I see on the... Because I know this is a little bit... I don't know if cheating, but... Wait, what am I doing? Courtiers. Let's see, so if someone has, for example, 12, the main limit +2. If you have 11, okay, so we need to get to 12. With... I'm not gonna get there. With the falconer, we get +1 and then +2, so that's +3. We still need something. Great deal for what? Confederazione Antiviana was added to you by your legend library. Huh, okay. Now I could try to, for example, commission artifacts. They could help significantly, but really we're having an issue here with money. I don't want to just go crazy. So, Fenrir, it will be your time soon. Vassal opinion, domain levies, and domain taxes, yeah. Alright, so Fenrir, you will take the Lieutenancy of Rangestad. Can we do that actually? Do we have any obligations? I don't think so. I think, yeah, I think there's nothing stopping us from giving him this domain. So, grant the title. Under partition your realm. That he does not stand to inherit what? Oh, I can only give him... Oh, that's bad. Alright, so that means I can only give it to Santiago, right? Yeah, we can give it to Santiago, for example. Because he needs to stay with us, because he's gonna get the primary title. Oh, how I wish I could change the dangerous faction. What is this? My spineless paramour. Scheme successful. Kiss me again. As I draw close to Beatrix, I do not know whether to tear the clothes from her body or punch the tentative smile from her face. She kisses me, a challenge, and I drag her close, a fitting riposte. The warning feelings in my chest are echoed by our bodies. We spend the night delivering both insults and bliss unto each other. Leave me, bitch. No, kiss me again, my loathsome bitch. She will become my lover. Which immediately pulls her to 30, which is good. And I think that ended the scheme. So what I can do now is I can sway her 1 or 2 times, and then we can keep her as ours. But Did the... Oh yeah, wow, that concluded a long time ago. Alright, well then. Still, we are coming... What happened? She is raiding King Mario of Cuba. Well, bad luck. We are coming for you. Duchy of ABC Islands. She has no allies. We are taking it. Then we're gonna have to figure out what we do with all of those islands. We'll have to give them to our children, but not Fenrir, because he is our primary heir. So he's gonna stand where he is. But his brothers, meaning Santiago and Armando, man, Armando is really good as well, are gonna get the islands of Aruba and Krawendisk, which is actually a pretty neat thing to say. Wait, I want to lead this myself. And we got even a pretty decent amount of champions, and they're really good. So I'm really happy with this. Oh wow, we actually got even a little bit of a favor. Unreformed pagan, reading on soldiers, never back down. Yeah, alright, so that was really, really easy. Alright, now we've lost no one. Alright, well. And my wife is bearing my child. And Santiago is really living the life. He has 3 concubines, one is his soulmate, 2 and concubine false pregnant. We're gonna have so many children. How are we even doing now? We have 29 living members in the dynasty. Yeah, but a lot of these are basically dead ends. Unlanded. Unlanded. I'd kinda like it if you guys had more children, but many of you don't. Anyone really good? For example, in Marshall that we could invite? Or a steward from our own dynasty? No, not really. This evil hag just keeps coming back and killing our people. Funny, she has a child. Nice. And of course, we have a lot of these. My sister also has children. Georges, Commodore Marcelin of Bermuda. He's a dwarf. Okay. Well, hopefully he's gonna live up to the expectations of the dwarves that we get after... Wait, he's commanding this? Oh yeah, that's interesting. Commodore Marcin of Bermuda. How's Bermuda looking? Oh, Bermuda Royal Navy Dockyard. Look at that. Siege workshops, wall towers. Yep, yeah, they got the keep now. Shipwrights. Oh, he's doing good. Happy to see that. So, while we continue with the siege, I would actually like to see what our faith is like now, because the whole sense we got Tortuga, but we haven't conquered a single other place. This is what? No, we really need to look into places like Nassau, which I think is here somewhere. No, there was not Nassau, but there was something here too. Can I see it like this? I go to faith. Yeah, Kingston. Oh, Kingston. Kingston is here. We might want to actually go after him. Or after you eventually. Wait, we got that hook. I would need to increase my feudal taxes or feudal levies. 40% would be contribution. No. But you would take the taxes. We're paying 0.8. I'm going for that. I'm actually gonna go for religious rights. Now, if we stopped with this and we still have the hook, would we be... Yeah, we could lower the taxes based on a hook. So eventually, if we get another one, we can... Alright, I'm gonna get a vassal contract. Effects on you. Against religious region protected. The reach cannot demand conversion of the vassal. Cannot use convert faith. Yes! Nice. So it went through, right? Because that means that we can actually protect our territories and we can convert them all to pirate. Fine print. Well, this episode is full of interesting things. I hope that you're not bored because I keep recording constantly, but so many things are happening. What's going on? My concubine Yolanda is absent. Now let's search for a secret. So we're just gonna finish this conquest. Rendering has stopped converting. Yes, we made it. All right, so all of these territories can be now converted back to pirate. Marriage to confidentiality. I'm contemplating whether to share something with my wife the next time we are by ourselves. The things I learned about Lucia would be of great interest to her. Sure, we trust her. Alright, so in 4 months we'll get the Ds. And then we'll grant these two to Santiago. Hybrid culture. So almost all of our goals are coming together now. Except for the money, that's gonna be the next goal. But we'll probably spend the vast time or vast portion of the next episode raiding. I've discovered that Bab and Patrice's inherited contract obliges him to pay more than you have collected. Should the taxes to you are increased? Sure. Do that. And we got a daughter, Rita, from my wife. Espionage deviancy. Fetch me a bucket before I retch. Santiago comes of age. He became a brilliant strategist. Nice. My son, may you grow to be strong and wise, my son. Why did it drop immediately? He wasn't at 19 and then it went down. Something... Oh, he probably changed his focus. Someone else. Man, we are really jealous. Her every move will be watched. Siege 1, and we've taken Aldoina One Horn during the siege. Alright, so do you have anyone? Alina Van Horn in your court who would be of interest to us? No, not really. Nobody really knows how to do stewardship anymore. Alright, so let's enforce the demands. Take it. Isla Tortuga, conquest of the Duchy of ABC Islands. Now that's an American thing for you. Alright, we can drop the armies. And Oranjestad is actually going to be given off to my son, Santiago. So you get the island of Aruba. Captaincy of Aruba. Yep. So he will become my vassal. And once Armando Moño comes of age, he is going to be our vassal as well. Damn, we failed to sway Beatrix. We have anyone better. To the cold-hearted Santiago. We have been burdened with your oppressive laws for far too long, no more. Once your coffers dry up and your landers are empty, you will wish you had treated us more fairly. Always the peasants. So what do they want? Reflection. It's increased autonomy. For 10 years. You're patient and forgiving. Never. Rally the troops. So that's where we're gonna end it. They have a lot of troops. They have a lot of troops. And they have them here. Alright, well, we are going to murder them. That probably shouldn't be a major issue. And thus win this war. The issue is that we have just lost control of all of our... Yeah. I would a bit of... No, wait, actually no. Well, yeah, not in our primary domain, but everywhere else it seems. Yeah. Alright, well, that's an interesting start for the next episode, but... We are filling the goals that we had. You are no longer pirate. We got all the pirate islands over here. So eventually we'll have 4 domains for ourselves. 1, 2, 3, and then this one is going to be our 4th one, because that one is really good. And also can be upgraded, can't it? Yeah. And these 2 are going to be of our sons. The same dynasty. And if we conquer anything else eventually, which we might, you know, we might go for something more, we will also try to get it. Cool. So thank you very much for joining me. Now I'll see you in the next one. This one was really good. Santiago is really writing the history. The only issue is that the moment he dies, all of the territories that we have will become my vassals. But if there's enough of them, we will still get enough taxes and enough, you know, power from them that we can continue raiding and doing whatever we want. So it's not like we have any major issues ahead of ourselves. The only major issue we have ahead of ourselves is that we need to raise enough money for a grand wedding. Is it actually of you? Isn't it of someone else? No, I'm not. You're betrothed to Prince Victor. But I don't think that is... Yeah, that one is fine. It's gonna be you that's gonna have a lot of time. Well, alright. Anyway, see you next time.